Welcome to the first ever end of game review. We're going to go through the end of games, offensive and defensive plays that were made in the first round of the NBA playoffs so far. So let's take a look at the clips. Let's start with the Sacramento Golden State series. And in game one, the Kings are up 3, so it makes sense on this inbounds to position their defenders on the high side of the Warriors shooters. And of course, they're going to do like everybody else and switch on this screen action. So Monk is going to step up to Curry and Mitchell's going to go with Clay. Except Monk doesn't step up to Curry. He creates too much space between him and Curry, and that allows for an easy catch. He rises on the shot fake and nearly gives up a game tying 3 on that runner. Now we're on to game 4 with the Warriors up 1 on the last possession of the game. And Fox is calling for the ball in the backcourt, mainly so he can get a runway and attack with speed. But it gets kind of confusing here because the Kings have Harrison Barnes coming to set the screen, which brings another defender to the action. And Curry, who is that defender, does a great job hedging, poking the ball away from Fox to disrupt his rhythm and break things up. Now Draymond Green comes over to help when it looks like Fox has a step on him. And once he picks up the dribble, Curry rotates over to Barnes and gives a late contest, and it's a huge win for the Warriors. Let's go to Milwaukee for game 5 of Bucks Heat. And with Miami down 2, Eric Spoelstra spreading the floor. He has Duncan Robinson in the backcourt. He has Kyle Lowry at the top of the three-point line, making it seem like they're going for 3. But instead, they're running a curl action. Jimmy Butler's going to curl around Max Strus and get the pass so that he has the whole weak side to himself. He goes up for an amazing lob and ties the ball game. But let's rewind for a moment to when the Heat are coming out of the timeout, because that's when I think Eric Spoelstra Jedi mind tricked Milwaukee Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer. He said to him, these are not the players you want to have out on the court because Bam Adebayo's not coming out on the court. They're all small. So Bud runs down his sidelines to put Pat Connaughton into the game and take out his big center, Brook Lopez. Because if Brook Lopez was in the game, it'd be impossible to get this lob over the top of him. And Spo knew that by making the Bucks think that they were going small and possibly going for a 3. And, well, we know what happens the rest of the way. Now let's go to Brooklyn, where the Nets need a 3 to tie the ball game against the 76ers. They're setting up a play where Dorian Finney-Smith is going to come and set a screen to bring Mikal Bridges up to the top of the key. Except DeAnthony Melton does a great job getting on the high side of Bridges so he doesn't have a clear route and is forcing him inside. Eventually, Bridges is going to break free, go underneath Sharp, but the problem is Royce O'Neal throws the ball away and Melton's the one who picks off the pass and makes a game-sealing dunk. Now we're in Boston for game 5 with the Hawks down 1. And as Trae Young shoots into the backcourt, Marcus Smart is going to call for Jaylen Brown to switch with him, which is perfectly fine. There's plenty of time in the situation, and Brown executes the switch perfectly. And as Young brings the ball up the court, I just got one question. Why isn't Marcus Smart coming to double? You know Trae Young's going to go for the kill shot. He pulls up for the logo 3 and drills it. Then on the ensuing possession, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown both pop out, and Onyeka Okongwu makes the right move by switching out to Brown. But what that does is actually opens up an opportunity for Al Horford to slip to the basket and have a game-winning look, but John Collins comes in at the last moment to strip the ball away and save the day. And then with 0.5 seconds left, the Hawks put a Okongwu underneath the rim. They're not going to get beat by the lob. And then they execute the switch perfectly between DeAndre Hunter and Saddiq Bey. Hunter is going to go with Brown, and Bey stays with Tatum and makes it a difficult catch-and-shoot scenario. Now let's look at what the Lakers do when they're down 2 in game 4. Of course, they inbound the ball to LeBron James, and he's going to drive on Xavier Tillman. But look to where Dillon Brooks is. He actually doesn't provide good help. He needs to be in early to at least discourage the drive and get back out. Instead, he stunts at James, never closing the lane, and LeBron makes a beautiful finish to tie the ball game. Just want to look at this again because Dillon Brooks just stunts at him. You got to give help here. Force the kick out to Reeves. Let's see if he can make the game-winning 3. So now with the game tied, next possession, look at where Anthony Davis is positioned. He's on Ja Morant, but really he's not going to allow for there to be a lob over the top. And now Ja Morant makes a great read and jumps into space as the play is going on. But unfortunately for him, Anthony Davis, who's been playing free safety, is right there to reject the shot. Now we're in Minnesota for game 4 of Nuggets Wolves. The Nuggets are down 1 in this instance. They bring Jokic up after a series of screens, and they're really setting up a dribble handoff between Jokic and Jamal Murray. Jokic makes a smart decision here, fakes the handoff, turns the corner on Cat, who does draw the foul, and puts Jokic on the line. After Jokic goes 1 of 2 from the line, it's a tied ball game. And the most important thing here for the Wolves is to make sure they get the last possible shot. But I want you to pay attention to Jamal Murray's defense on this play. He's going to do a great job of stunting multiple times to get in Edwards' heads. He goes once, goes twice. He comes on the third time when Edwards gets into his move, forcing a turnover, and we're going to overtime. The Wolves would force a game 5, winning that one in overtime. And in this game, the Nuggets are up 3 with 2.2 seconds left. So they position everybody outside the 3-point arc, knowing a 2-point field goal doesn't hurt you. The Wolves try to set up a play to get the ball to Edwards. Brown switches onto him, but at the last second nearly goes to Alexander Walker, giving an opportunity for Edwards to get a catch and just miss a clean look. And there you have it, folks. We had amazing plays, unbelievable coaching tactics. I mean, we even saw the Jedi mind trick pulled off in one of these games. I can't wait to see what's in store for us in round 2.